Hey there! Today I'm going to share with you the pros and the cons of living in Ogden, Utah. While I'm not from Ogden, I've been up there a number of times to see what Ogden is like, show property up there, just visit the general area. And Ogden is a hidden gem in the northern part of Utah. So if you're looking for that, keep watching this video. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Greg Spackman. I'm with the Living in Salt Lake City channel. So if you're looking to learn everything about what it's like to live here, eat here, sleep here, play here, in the Salt Lake City area, then click the subscribe button and the bell to be notified every time I do new videos. Lately, I've been getting a ton of people giving me a call or text and asking me, hey, Greg, what's it like to live in the Salt Lake City area from someone that actually isn't from Salt Lake City? So if that's you, reach out to me and I've got your back if you're making that move to the Salt Lake City area. Okay, so my first pro is also my first con. They kind of go together, and that's what the housing market is like here in the Ogden area. So the best way that I can show you is to open up my website, thespackmangroup.com, and just show you what some of the homes are currently on the market, what they're selling for, and that sort of thing, and just talk you through it. So let's open that up now. All right, here I am on my website, and I did a search for the newest homes. This is homes and condos and townhomes is what it's going to show us. There are 227 that are currently on the market in some relative fashion, whether they're under contract or active. But here are the newest ones. So typically these ones are active, meaning they're for sale. If they sold, that means that they sold really, really quickly. But here you go. 4-bedroom, 1-bath in Ogden. 330,000, 1,700 square foot home. So very, very interesting that it has 1 bath. That means it's going to be an older home because most places are going to have more than 1 bath. But here's a 3-1 that was fully remodeled for 325. Here's a fixer-upper, and this one is also with commercial zoning, so you could make it an office for 275. Here's a 4-2 for 420. This one doesn't even say what it is. Here's a 3-2 for 320, 3-3 for 25, 4-2, 350. That's a duplex. Here's a 3-1, 374. Lots of 1-bedrooms here in Ogden. 4-2, 389, 3-2, 339. Here's a 2-1, 359. Very interesting. Another 2-1. Oh, this one looks like it's a mobile home, 40,000. So you can definitely get something for 40 grand there. But then you're gonna have the monthly fee for the mobile home. A 4-2, 365. A 4-2, 395. So we're looking here right in the threes. Oh, here's a 3-2. Looks like a condo. Yeah, 3-2 condo, 525. So that must be really, really nice for it to be that much. Here's a 2-2 condo townhome, 299, 3-2, 399, 399. So it looks like it's tough to spend over 500,000 in Ogden. Here's a 6-3. Well, just when I say that, 779. That's gigantic there. Here's a new 6-6 for 1.1 million. And 625, 360. Based on that, we're looking in the $300,000 to $600,000 mark. Probably once you get above 400 is when you're going to get into the 3-2, 3-3, or 4-2, 4-3s. A lot of 1-bedroom homes here in Ogden. So if that is a problem, then we would just eliminate the 1-bedroom home. So hopefully that gives you a good idea of what homes right now are on the market. Once again, you can go to my website, thespackmangroup.com, and start searching on your own so you can get a better idea of what some of the homes are. And we can do a little save search so that it sends you property alerts of properties that are in your price point. Pro 2 is also Con 2, and that's the rankings of Ogden. So let's take a look at those. These are according to niche.com, since I can't provide any rankings as a real estate professional online like this. But let's open those up. All right, here we have the rankings from niche.com. It is the number 7 best place to live in Weber County. Overall, niche.com gives Ogden a B ranking for living there and a C plus for public schools. So they don't rate the schools very highly there. I have heard mixed reviews from people about the schooling, so we can talk about that more. A B minus for housing, B minus good for families. I've heard it's a really good place for families, so I would probably give it more like a B plus. A B for jobs. Jobs are going to be good. A lot of military jobs up in the Ogden area, and that's probably why you're looking at moving to the Ogden area. Most likely, either you're in the military or you're working for them or working at a company that provides for them, something like that. C plus cost of living. Really, it's more like a B. The homes are definitely more affordable in Ogden than they are in lots of other areas in the Salt Lake City area. A for outdoor activities, I would definitely agree with the A ranking there for outdoor. There's lots of hiking, camping, you can ski. We're going to talk about that in a minute. C for crime and safety. We'll look at that and see why they gave it a C. B plus for nightlife. I have heard that the nightlife is not all that great there, but they do have some cool little bars and stuff. So maybe that's why. A for diversity. It's definitely got to be more diverse than other areas because of the military and all of that. B plus for weather. B plus health and fitness. Health and fitness is really going to be an A. Maybe it's just because it's not super walkable. And then A minus for commute. Traffic up there is getting worse and worse, but they did do some of the freeways up there, so it's a little bit better than what it was in the past. Population looks like somewhere around 86,000 people live in Ogden, so it's a pretty big sized town here in Utah. A lot of them are in the 50 to 80,000 population range, so this fits right in there. Their median home price, ignore that because that's crap. The rankings, most diverse suburb in Utah, number 5 of 73. Most diverse places to live in Utah, number 14, and best suburb for young professionals, number 16. And then here are their crime and safety rankings, why they gave it a C. So looks like assaults are above the national average, murders below, robbery is below, burglary is below, looks like theft is higher, and motor vehicle theft is higher. So the theft stuff mostly is either you leaving stuff outside or you forgetting to lock your car, and then the people that come by and lift the door handles and they'll take it. Or if you leave a backpack on your front seat of your car, they're going to assume maybe a laptop's in there, so they smash the window and take that. But that happens pretty much everywhere. Those are our rankings for living in Ogden, and as you can see, there's some pluses and minuses to the rankings, which is why I have it as a pro and a con, but it's definitely something that you need to be aware of and do your own research on. My next pro for living in Ogden is shopping. So they have a shopping mall, they have a Walmart, they have an Old Navy, they have a cool restaurant you can eat at called Roosters. There's a lot of cool shopping and that sort of thing in the Ogden area. So it's growing. It's a growing area, so they're adding more and more things to it. And so that's my next pro. My next con is you're going to really need a car to get around Ogden. So it's not the most walkable city. If you're into the walkability factor, then there are definitely better areas for you to live. Just know that you're really going to need a car. For public transportation, there's a train that ends up in Layton, so you can definitely take that. But the track system doesn't go all the way up there, and you're going to be relying on buses or Uber or Lyft to get around as far as that goes. But a car is going to be a necessity. The next pro that I got is the outdoors. And so there's lots of hiking nearby. There's skiing at Snow Basin. So Snow Basin is a really cool ski resort, one that you should definitely check out if you're into skiing or snowboarding. Pineview Reservoir is not far away. I haven't been to Pineview. That's on our list to go. So we're going to try and go this next year once it gets warmer again. It doesn't have temperature readings online like a lot of the reservoirs, so we weren't sure how warm the water would be. So we instead went to Echo Reservoir, which is nearby. And so Echo Reservoir, amazing, a great place to go. And you can check what the water temperatures are so you know going ahead of time if it's warm enough for you. But Echo is a cool reservoir to go to. And So those are kind of your outdoor things. There's lots of hiking you're going to be able to do. And then, of course, you can camp. My next con is something that I've read online, and I haven't seen it so much myself being there, but I've heard from a few people online and some other people that live in the area that the homeless rate has kind of spiked up in the area. So you're mainly going to see them in the downtown area, but you're going to see more of them than what you saw in the past. So if you have a big homeless issue in your area, please comment below. Let me know where you're coming from and how bad your homeless situation is. But just need to make you aware of that and make sure that when we're here, we drive through downtown and you check that out for yourself and kind of get an idea of if that is a problem for you. The next pro on the list is Weber State University is here. So you have a great local college if you want to go to that. Maybe that's a reason you're looking at moving to Ogden, as you're going to be going to the college. Just know there's a good college in your town that you could attend, or you could have your kids go to, or whatnot. The next pro on the list is Fat Cats, and the Treehouse Museum and the Egyptian Theater are in Ogden. So if you haven't been to a Fat Cats, it's really fun. They have this glow-in-the-dark mini golf that my wife and I did on date night a couple weeks ago. Super fun. We tied for whatever reason, so we have to go back and do it again. But it's like 9 holes of putt-putt, and it was fun to do. They have a bowling alley there, so you can bowl, and then they have a really nice movie theater that you can go see certain movies at. And so Fat Cats is a cool little place to go and hang out. You can definitely drop your kids off. They can play some arcade games, go bowling, and or you can just go there yourselves like we did for date night. The next pro you got for living in Layton is how beautiful it is. So the mountain scenery and all of that up there is amazing. And that's one of the super, super cool things, is just the gorgeous scenery and how beautiful it is up there. You also aren't far from the Salt Lake itself that you can go to. And we went out there to the island, and that was super cool. They have like a little museum on the island, and talks all about it and everything else. So you definitely should take advantage of that when you're in the area or when you live there. Hopefully these pros and cons I've discussed about living in Ogden are going to make you still want to make that move to the Ogden area. So if I can help you at all, please reach out to me, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. Let's talk about getting you here to the Salt Lake City, Ogden area. And until next time, be rad.